and welcome to Shopcast. I'm your host Verkha and today we are in talk with Dr. Dharmesh Sir and Vibha ma'am, founder of D2C brand Freya. So Freya has grown into a well-recognized fashion brand. Can you give us some insight in your annual turnover and revenue over the years?
Uh, Thank you, Verkha, for inviting us on this podcast. It's a pleasure for us to speak to you. We've been trying both to speak earlier also, but I think we were not able to catch up. Now I think it's a good season also coming up. So thanks for inviting us. So as far as Freya's journey is concerned, let me brief you. Freya is just a 7-month-old baby. So it's a very newborn brand, and we in just a 7 months. So if people say that startup doing some numbers in 7 months or 1 year or so, but in 7 months Freya has grown with leaps and bounds. So if I tell you, we would be touching by this financial year or probably in 1 year the turnover of close to 1 crore. So we would be servicing more than 3,000 customers. We will be present across India. So currently, our distribution channel includes only online, and we are there into marketplaces, and we are there with a presence of shop in shop in four Taj. So we have a brand called Kutur by Freya, which is our premium luxury brand, which is available in Taj Khazana, in Taj Bombay, Delhi, Jaisalmer, and in Taj Chennai. So we are available in four Taj in shop and across all the mediums of marketplace: Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Shopdibz, in your marketplace also Fleur, and in couple of more marketplaces. So we are currently distributing our products only through marketplaces and our own website. We've been doing a lot of exhibitions. I think this is a brand which has come out with lot of customer feedback on the ground. So what we innovate, what we make the product or what we design today is basis a continuous feedback process from our customers. So in last 7 months, we would have done more than 35 to 37 odd exhibitions. So the Freya been present at the exhibitions. We speak to the customers, we show them the product, and we do the actual transactions also there. So we know the pulse of the market. So in 7 months, post 7 months, we've been also now opening up two stores very soon. So one store is coming up in a Lodha Experia Mall. Already the deal has been signed off. The position has been taking off in next week, and we will be opening up stores in next 2 months. In one in Lodha Experia Mall and one in Borivali High Street Fashion Satra Park Street, where we'll be opening up another stores. So both the stores will be in the size of 1100 to 1300 carpet. So we're making up a large format retail stores. So in 1 year, if you ask me, we'll be touching a turnover of close to 1 crore or 1 crore plus. Uh, we hope to see a good turnaround in our retail shops, because we've been experiencing a good turnaround when we put a kiosk or a exhibition participation, or we put up a stall or a cabin there. There we see a great amount of traction there. So Freya in last 7 months has been growing across the online segment, across offline segment, and we are also shipping our products internationally also. So we are shipping our products to USA, we are shipping our products to UAE. We are present in Walmart also. We are present in Amazon USA, Amazon UAE as a distribution mode. So across India and globally, we've been able to make certain mark. So in 7 months of journey, we also been certified as an ISO certified in terms of our quality policies. So we've been growing fast, and I think consumer is rewarding our products, pricing, collections very very much. So I think that's the journey so far in terms of volume and numbers. And by next 2 years, we are planning to grow it into a 10 to 15 crore turnover in next 3 years. And as the if the retail expansions grows, we will be growing up more and more stores. Currently, it's a bootstrap company. Uh, We have no investors backing up currently, but we have with own fund. Both of us have started this venture, and along with apparel, we have slowly ventured into a cosmetic segments with a perfume product. I think you might have seen our FYI brand, which is a
Yes.
unisex perfume brand, which is also Freya UNI to continuation of the brand legacy. So we've been named it as a Freya UNI. So in a short form, it is called as FYI. So it's a very catchy, and in last, it's been launched in December, mid of December, and from December so far, we have been able to sell more than 500 plus units. So that is also receiving a phenomenal response. Our plan is to slowly expand into a cosmetic segment, wherein we'll be adding a lot of other cosmetic products into FII brands, and one more brand which is under the wraps, but we are working on it, is one of our Ayurveda cosmetic brand. So we have already registered for it, and the sampling and the testing of the product is going on. So we would very soon, in next 2 to 3 months, will come up with our entire Ayurveda cosmetic range. So that's three brands which is in making. Freya already live, FYI already launched, and Skadi is in making. So that's the journey so far as an organization.
Sounds absolutely motivating and amazing, your story is. So, guys, within 7 months, they have achieved a revenue annual turnover of 1 crore rupees. So, that's a huge hit and a remarkable journey. So, sir, you have 25 years of long corporate career and you had reached at CEO level. So, what decided you to plunge into Freya?
So this is normal question which a lot of people ask me. Uh, uh, in a corporate career, I had close to 25 years of work ex. Been into finance industry, worked with the brands like HDFC Bank, ICICI Prudential, and then spent some 15 years in real estate. So worked with big brands like Lodha, Purvankara, Adani, and finally I was a CEO of a Hero Realty Group. So there was a great journey in corporate, but at one point of time, being Gujarati, and we also want to venture by heart into some of the business expansion or want to start something, and we both are very excited and passionate about doing something in fashion. So I been a textile engineer, so from my career time, I want to do something in apparels. I want to do create some new product in that, but we've not been able to do it so far. But after an entire corporate career, I think it helped us in understanding the business nuances. So that's why if you see, in 7 months we have been able to scale it up because these are the experienced people who has been starting the brand. So we've been able to scale it up, make certain noise in the brand, and then we are able to now go it further scaling up mode. So this is all experience of corporate helped us to do this. Why Freya is because both of us, when we sat down and drawn our plan for what we need to do in business, both of us were much passionate about fashion. So we've been, when we go out globally also, we see a lot of brands, and we are very excited about retail shopping. So we thought someday, let's our passion get converted into a business. Let's someday start this brand or some our own brand, which globally also people recognize it, and where we can blend our Indian culture also. So before starting, we had 6 months of brainstorming what we need to do in this complex world of apparel because there are a lot of players, lot of things. It's a huge market. There are a lot of players and a lot of competition there in the market. So we thought that if you look at Verkha, currently there are a lot of Indian ethnic brands which are there in the retail markets and which are there making noise, like Biba hai, W hai, Vibha hai. So if you look at their collection, more or less, we found that it's in an Indian ethnic style. And then there is another segment is a Western segment where Zara, H&M, Vero Moda, this kind of brands are there. So we thought that let's do something a fusion of Indo and Western kind of a collection. So we came up with an idea of Indo-Western collections for Freya. So if you look at our collection, which is there in website and which we are offering in even Taj, it has purely an Indo-Western kind of a touch. So all our products have some unique Indian culture mark on it, and something which is related to the Indian culture, and then a westernized or a modernized stuff of it, and design it in such a way that it is compatible for a daily wear, and it is one which you can carry it with pride in various other activities which women generally do. So it's a product which can be worn on vacation, it can be worn on party, it can be worn
Especially for
in
all occasions,
all
you can,
occasions. So we designed it in such a way that it becomes a product, unique product for all the occasions which is available. So I think in Indo-Western there is not much of specific brands available. So we thought that this is something, a niche which is available. Let's try and work on that niche. So hence,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes, absolutely. So Indo-Western is a niche which not many brands are trying. And I have seen your products. Every product has its own story. Like there is a special inspiration. So do you have designers who work on your products, and how do you come up with the design ideas to designing these unique Indo-Western designs? And you are targeting to both, I think, Gen Zs, Gen Alpha, and millennials. So
correct.
I would like to know more about your target market as well. How you have decided that?
You
Here is the design part comes to me, like because my background being an architect, always the design is something like the creativity I can cater to. So here being a woman also, like the kind of design, the Indo-Westerns what we are looking at, the styles we are trying to give the collections which gives the women empowerment. So in whichever stage of life they are, like to show up themselves, their individuality, then to show off their confidence. So our collections are such that you take uh, the modern times with the Indian culture. So that is how it is reflecting in our designs.
Absolutely. So building a successful brand requires vision, resilience, and strategy. What does it truly take to build an empire like Freya, and what are the key factors that contribute to your success?
I think we can only say that hard work, hard work, and hard work. So being into top positions in the corporate, when we started our own venture, we need to be we both were there at exhibitions. We both taking customer feedback. We both understanding the customers. We work on the product so many times, iterations. We say that this is correct, this is not correct. We do a lot of sampling, lot of trial and sampling process goes, and then we come out with a product, and then we come out with the pricing on it. So a lot of hard work in setting up of a brand, and when customer buys our product, it needs to be a fulfilling experience for them. So a person or an individual buys a Freya product, they should recall it, and it should become a repetitive customer. So if we look at, maybe we might have serviced more than we will be servicing more than 3,000 orders in a span of 7 to 8 months, and our return ratio is close to 6%. So our return ratio is very, very small. It means our customers are liking the product, and we are not facing that e-commerce pain of 30, 25, 30% of return. So to making a brand, we invest lot in product and the pricing are the two main departments. So is both looked after me and Vibha personally, and we ensure that each of this product are unique, and it's not easily available in the market, and it gives some, as we decided, it should give a woman a feeling of empowerment, and it should
To look
modern
bold, beautiful,
with a
as well as
cultural
confident, and you are still rooted to your culture. So that's the main motto we take forward, and we are committed to this thing. So we make sure that all our collection whatever designs are going ahead, we do a lot of experiments into designing, like understanding the customers, because we do a lot of exhibitions, as he said rightly. So then what is the need, today's need of being a teenager, being a working woman, being a wife, or you are in your 50s, 40 50s. So every stage women require what, like today's this thing, so we work on that. And everywhere, so especially like if you see in my collection, there are corsets, there are kaftans, there are tunics. So corsets, if you'll see, one which I'm today also I'm wearing it, it is like, corsets can be worn in your workplace also, it can be worn in some outing wear also. The kind of designs are different, okay? If you are like according to different occasions, the designs are there in front of you. So that is where the whatever the customers are coming, they enjoy seeing the collections, and as well as the quality work. Of course, we make sure the quality, and that also we have a setbacks that, beyond this, that quality has to be there. So our team actually work really hard with strong determinations to achieve the thing to the fullest. Like the customer should feel that full heart, like after that shopping experience is different when you come to Freya.
So, talking about women empowerment,
Yeah.
Freya stands for empowering women through fashion.
Yeah.
What inspires you to create the brand that blends Indian culture with contemporary designs?
See, fashion itself is like, we can change the lives, Through fashion, you can change the lives. So, fashion industry is competitive, of course. And when it comes to empowerment to women, like through fashion, it means here we try to achieve that, give the type of clothing where the women's are confident, they can take their controls on their lives, they can they can set goals for themselves, and so to make look beautiful, strong, as well as confident, and mark your way, on your own. So that is how I mean we look for towards the empowering the women's, when it comes to fashion, taking fashion to empowerment.
Absolutely. Fashion is something that every woman deserve and every woman care about. The women care about how they look, it's true. But I think the personality of a
Correct.
personality that is given by an apparel to a woman
Yeah.
is more stronger.
Yes.
So if I talk about Make in India movement by Narendra Modi ji, so Freya emphasizes on Make in India and support local artisans. How do you ensure the quality craftsmanship while keeping the traditional artistry alive?
Yeah. So what we do is, when we design something, or when we procure it something, so we have our set parameters of sizes, quality, and the finishing of the product. So in terms of stitching, and in terms of margin, what needs to be left at a time of a stitching. So we work, even when we speak about sustainability, we work on a lot of products which is made out of plastic, the cotton which is recyclable kind of a cotton. So we keep all that practices in mind. That's why our organization, in last 7 months of operation, we have been rated ISO 9001 2015. So that certification we have received because of our stringent quality standards. So we ensure that every packet which moves, or every garment which moves from a factory, or when it is made out of a textile, what kind of adherence the garment factory is taking. So we have a strict norms when we award a work to any garment factory. So we do all outsourcing work, and in this we have a great stringent standards. So we ensure that the how the hygiene is kept, what is the sustainability practice garment factory is observing, what all design norms they are keeping. So all that we keep, our design team and along with Vibha, they keep very strictly check. If there is some issue, we immediately return back the garments. So it is only taken after a quality check by a Freya team. then it gets onboarded and then it is available for the
So
customers.
there's less wastage also.
And also we encourage a lot of small garment manufacturers. So in Bombay, in Surat, in Jaipur and in Ahmedabad, we've been manufacturing these products, and we are encouraging a lot of small garment players so that they can contribute to Make in India initiatives. So all our partners, we when we select a vendor, we ensure that they are either in a startup mode or they are contributing to an economy in some way or other. So we select also the vendors, so all our suppliers for even small racks kind of a thing, or even clothing bags or whatever we
The
procure, we
packaging.
ensure that packaging materials, the delivery which we do, all this is sustainable material. What we procure, we ensure that this comes out from a small and mid SME kind of a manufacturer guy, so that a Make in India initiative is fully wholeheartedly supported by a Freya. And even in very coming times, we've been also getting associated with couple of NGOs to help small little girls or children, like Nanni Kali kind of an NGO. We have not been associated, but we've been planning to get associated with this NGO so that we can contribute in welfareness or welfare of that child or a woman or a NGO. So that's the overall thought process in the organization and the culture in the organization, that quality is prime, and whatever we do, do it for the nation. So nation building or the nation progress and a quality for the customers are two key parameters or the pillars of the organization.
Absolutely. So these two pillars are a must in today's world.
Sure.
And supporting NGOs is a very good cause that your brand is doing. So guys, if you shop from their product, you are not just buying the fashion, you are supporting the nation as well. So the meaning is deep. So guys, don't wait. Their products are also available on shopdibz.com, and you can also visit their physical stores. So moving on to the next question, we are talking about the Indian fashion. So fashion is something that evolved rapidly. How does Freya balance tradition with modern culture to stay relevant in today's market?
So that's what here, as I said, like, we do a lot of research work, a lot of experiment goes behind, doing the designs, the kind of fabrics, the kind of work like is required.
Feedback from
So that
exhibitions
even
we
the
take.
feedback we take it from our customers, what is more comfortable for them. For us, design is also a thing, but even the priority we give is the comfort level. So if after wearing something you're not comfortable to carry yourself well, then of course you are not going to look confident, you're not going to look beautiful, because all the time something is taking you out of the way, like I'm not comfortable. So that's the priority we take into our designs, that whatever so we work even in the sizing and fittings also. So it should be more like fit to most of the women's, like Indian women's are in like different sizes as we know, but then so each and every size should look beautiful whatever you wear. So that's how we take it ahead. So again I will say, like, we try to give design collections in such a way to make you look elegant, beautiful, and to look confident enough. So we have, like, as Indo-Western designs in the collections, like as you said, like corsets are there, the tunics are there, kaftans, your party wears are there. So everywhere, whichever area you are representing yourself, you should be confident. You should look bold. You should, because women's are meant to look beautiful. So always women's are more emotional also. So once you are into some attire, like you have to, you're with your emotions, that confident level, when you give, then it's a different story for each and every individual, wherever they are. If somebody is going for some date and they are wearing something Freya uh, outfit, and so that day is like the day they are making, or someone is going for a job interview and they are like, oh, Freya is lucky for me, today it has made my day, something like that. So as I tell, it transfers the life. So fashion is always as a passionate as you think, and we both are so much passionate that we try to give as much as we can. So we do a lot of work, hard work behind all that to take that process of thinking what we think, my designs, which are there in my head. It goes with my design team, of course. We do that work, and then the thing are taken ahead.
And to add what she's saying, we also use a lot of AI tools
Yeah.
to get the prediction of fashion, what is running internationally and nationally, what is going to be a trend in next, because it's a very, very, very complex and
Very.
evolving industry. Daily, the trend changes. Now, with big giants coming up in India, the fast fashion has become a norm. So, we also need to be very, very agile towards that fast fashion. I will not say that Freya is a fast fashion product, but Freya designs are very, very. So, if you look at our website, every 15
Every
20
15
days you
minutes.
will find a new collection. So we've been updating ourselves, and that turnaround time of 15 20 days, we want to keep it 10 days, then slowly move to 7 days. And this is how we are trying to improve ourselves by help of technology, AI tools, lot of available today in market, which helps us to get the fashion prediction and obviously an end consumer feedback. So what customer says, as she rightly mentioned, are they confident? Are they enjoying? Are they Freya lucky for them? So a lot of feedback we received from customers, Gen Z, that when we wore a Freya dress, cracked the interview. Our date was successful. So something like that. We try to
Or
we get all
it
this
was
kind of
just a
messages.
birthday, someone's birthday, and oh, that's the day I have to look
So
up.
this is how we continuously keep the trend and keep innovating in our organization also.
Absolutely. So AI is something that every organization needs to use to be relevant in today's world. And today's world is very challenging. So it is not just the AI, the right team who is working on your product has to be the right presenting the right product to the customer. And the customer story, when you hear them, you feel proud that you have done a great job.
Yeah,
So as a
sometimes,
found
sorry, sometimes we even, like before the customers, like, try it out, we try it on our own, like to see that comfort level. So we don't compromise on that totally. So that's the, personally also we experience that, oh, this is what she can, she can come up with that. So,
Absolutely. So, what were the biggest challenges that you faced in building Freya, and how did you overcome that?
So if you ask me, biggest challenge in 7 months, obviously a very competitive market, lot of players are there, and the product itself is so much evolving and it's so much changing day by day. The trends are changing. For Gen Z prefer something else. So target segment also, every target segment has a different needs. Gen Z has a different needs. Millennials have a different needs. So it's a very competitive landscape to be in, and the biggest challenge is what to produce and what to sell. I will not say how to sell, because how to sell is today become very easy. So putting up a store, putting up in marketplace, putting up in all other shop in shop format is slightly easy, and we've been able to crack that very quickly. But what to sell was a challenge for us, and I think over 7 8 months or 7 months of hard work and actual on ground feedback slightly helped us to maneuver that issue and come out with a product which is quick selling, easy selling. And the biggest issue in apparel industry is a dead stock or a stock which is not moving. And so for that we have a couple of strategies. So we don't keep our stock, we keep the rolling of a stock in a period 5 to 6 times in a year is what our strategy is. So once if at certain price point, if the product is not moving, we immediately put it in reduce the price. We immediately get it into an exhibition mode for that product. So that helps us to change the inventory quickly, because if the sales are faster, inventory replenishment is faster, you will be able to create more designs, and that turnaround time of 15 10 days of fast fashion, we will be able to achieve it. So challenging industry, but a lot of the thought process, a lot of back end work. I think our team is great. They do a lot of data analysis, they do a lot of consumer feedback, and obviously we keep trend handy what is running. So all that is helping us. But yeah, it's a difficult product, difficult market to be in.
So it's also the even the seasons, the kind of trends that keeps on changing according to the season. So we sure that whatever the next season it is coming, the work is being done on designs and the type of collection which is going to come up in the new. We work like 2 months before that.
3 to 4 months before.
So we are in a
season.
good stage to present it well and the kind of collection which are going to be in market in trends. So that is how. And it's a market where you have to take a risk. So I believe that if there is no risk you take, the kind of collection chalega ki nahi chalega, or this design will work or not. It's like always a risk, but yeah, here we do calculate risk as we have we get a lot of feedbacks from our customers and all, and being in the women market, that is actually really required. So to work on your designs more and more better, to get more and more better products, because every time if someone is coming to Freya, they should see, oh, what's new in their collection. So that the thing I would like to keep that commitment, yeah, that my collection is every time something new, it's just.
So that is a good piece of advice, that if you want to be relevant in today's market, then you need to keep on updating your catalog, your designs,
Correct.
and to be relevant with your niche market. So as a founder, how do you see Freya growing in the next 5 years? Any plans for global expansion?
So from day one,
We are
we
ready.
have been already shipping it to US and UAE. So we, in fact, our plans was to expand aggressively in US market and UAE market, but obviously along with India. So our plan for next 3 years, the 5 years is a very big horizon. Today, all organization plan for 3 years. So our plan for 3 years is to set up this fashion brand with nothing less than 50 plus odd stores across India, couple of stores in Dubai, and maybe out of India somewhere, probably
Paris.
in UK or something. So we want to expand it nationally and internationally, both in offline and online distribution. And now we have got a nick of what is running, and obviously with a lot of data and science and the team which is working, we've been able to get a lot of insight on the growth, because it's a very big market and the growth can also be very fast on this. And also we will offer a franchisee once our own stores will be operational. Shop in shop model is also what we are exploring. Couple of big MBO outlets we have been speaking for a shop in shop. So Freya, in next 3 years, you will see hopefully a business of more than 100 crore.
Wow, that is something amazing and truly inspiring. So we are listening to your story from where you have started your brand from the scratch. So I would love to know how you come up with the brand name Freya and how it is deeply rooted to your vision.
So
Uh,
we both actually wanted a
See,
daughter child. So we both
I am a
have we
mother
have
of two beautiful boys, but yeah, of course, being a woman, you always require your best friend as your daughter. So somewhere that that thing, and always as a designing creative, as you said, when I'm designing for some women, I feel that self satisfaction that I'm designing for my daughter or something like that. You get that satisfaction. So the Freya, and that's what I was suggesting. Like if I have a daughter, my her name will be Freya.
and also
So
just
that's
to give a
how.
background, it's a Scandinavian name.
Yeah.
It's a name of a goddess, which is related with noble beauty, and she helps her community. So it's a beautiful story behind a Freya goddess. The ones, if you have a time, or the customers can go through Google and can search it. So we like that name, and though generally the people say that Friday name has come from Freya.
Freya.
I don't know the exact history, but that's what is written in Google also. So we like that name, and we added another A to the Freya word and make it customized for our taste. So Freya is the name which is coined, and obviously we both were thinking if our daughter name would be a Freya, but
Because Freya, as he said, it's a like goddess name. So, and that if you see the history behind that goddess name is like it shows that the lady is bold, beautiful, and very strong. So that is what Freya is, and that is what the type of designs we cater to. So itself, the name is showing up that.
Wow, that's a fascinating story and a name with a rich culture and deep
Yeah,
meaning. So it's about the women who are bold, who
correct,
wants to be fashionable, whom you can follow, who can be a role model.
correct.
So it's very deep rooted. So sustainable fashion, sustainability in fashion is a hot topic. How does Freya incorporate ethical and sustainable practices into the production process?
so, somewhere as we spoke earlier, we try to source the product, or we try to select a manufacturer where the sustainability practices are followed. We are looking at what do you call a fair trade logo, or GOTS का logo होता है global
Hmm. Save all
textile
the carbon
that
points.
so we inspire to get a product that kind of a logo. And you might have heard that we've been exploring it. There are fibers which are made out of plastics, reused plastic bottles. It's the polyester which has been made out in the yarn, and then the fabric has been done. So couple of our collections are made out of it. So we've been trying to source the sustainable products. Like आपने अगर देखा होगा algae based textile होती है, which is
Yes.
also a sustainable kind of a textile. So we try to get that. We've not been able to 100% do it on our organization, but from where we are sourcing, what we are sourcing, and how our packaging and other material which we are giving it to the customer. So we try to ensure that sustainability factors are in. So not so
Absolutely.
thoroughly 100%, but yeah, we
But
try
at
to
least we
achieve it.
have, yeah, we have started.
Yeah. Yes, so it's the initiative that matters, and sustainability, it's I think every business should consider and take care.
Correct.
So as an entrepreneur, what's the most valuable lesson you have learned from your journey with Freya?
To be see, fashion industry is very competitive, right? That market. So here the best lesson is like you every day you need to evolve, you need to be innovative. So if you are more and more innovative, and plus the kind of trends which are going on, so you have to be alert enough. Okay, so that is how that is a thing, and obviously you have to be determined, you have to be hardworking. Otherwise, it's just like whatever you decide, it's not going to work.
As she rightly mentioned, so there are two things. One, obviously, any business requires a cash flow to operate. So, as an organization, so my role is to ensure that our sales engine is moving, our cash flow is moving, and we ensure that currently, so far, we are a bootstrap company. We have not taken any single rupee from any investor, and we intend to do it till we go for a listing in probably 3 to 5 years time. So,
Wow.
and that's our long-term vision, that we want to do it public. And so, biggest lesson for us is keep your cash flow control tight. So, and that comes to us naturally, also being Gujarati, but that's what the practice which we say it in our company also. So, don't spend a single rupee if there is no return on it. So we do a lot of tie-ups together with the vendors and go it to a manufacturer together, so that we can get a bulk discount. So there are a lot of things which we do so as to ensure that the cost is reduced, and we ensure that the cash flow and the sales are fast moving. For sales, we go out in the market. I personally stand up and do the sales of the product. She also does it, and we ensure that along with the feedback from customers, we ensure that sales engine is also moving. So this is very important for
Yeah,
today's Indian business houses or small startups and SMEs. Cash flow should moving, otherwise वो डेड हो जाता है फिर. वो move नहीं होता है, then so
So
it's the biggest important lesson is be agile as she mentioned, and obviously keep your cash flow running, because that's very very important.
and we do a lot of groundwork, as he said, like we are itself there to understand the product what is the out I mean the kind of feedback we are getting from the customers, so we work on the ground levels.
And sometimes we are very agile in terms of decision making. So sometimes online के महीने में online का sale नहीं आया, so we try and increase our exhibitions so that offline से sale आ जाए. If we are doing it in Bombay, then we say that चलो पूना जाके कर लेते हैं.
Yeah.
So we have a fantastic team who gets aligned with our vision and agility. They quickly move and they do the sale. So we keep our engine running. That's very very important. That's the biggest learning
And
as an entrepreneur we have.
here it's fun also because India is a very big country, it's a lot with a rich culture, So when you meet different people, like you try to understand the kind of designs also is like everywhere it's not going to be same. So our collection also have that variety range, Being an Indian, showing up modernity in your fashion, and wherever you are, like you are in Delhi, or you are in Mumbai, or you are in Chennai, you know, it should match the kind of the the feedback what we get, like it should match to the levels of what the design is required. So all this work is like you need to have that vision also to work at these minor things also matters.
Absolutely. So vision and the right team. That's what making Freya excellent and keeping on the trend, the national both national and international level. So guys, there are a lot of advices which Dharmesh sir and Vibha ma'am has given. If you want to start your D2C brand, then this is the right time to do it. So if you could give us one piece of advice to the young woman looking to making a mark in the fashion industry, what would it be?
I think it's be authentic, be always ready to take the risk for your designs, and believe in yourself. Like whatever you are doing, do it from your heart, and just be there. You are going to achieve it.
And one important thing, um, India has so many male entrepreneurs. I would encourage a lot of females to come and become an entrepreneur, because
Yeah.
that's a 50% of Indian population. If they also become an entrepreneurial mind, I think India will change a big time.
Fashion is itself a women's niche, right? So it's
They should do it.
they should do it, yeah. Being myself, I have like seen into architecture also. I have been my profession, and here like House of Freya, we come up like with the clothing brand. Then we have the cosmetic brand which is coming up. Maybe in future we will have the home decor brands also. So all that things we have a lot of plans to move the thing ahead, and the House of Freya will have a lot of things. So be passionate also. So that's very important.
Yeah.
Passion will take you ahead. So that's the only advice I can give to the young people who are like trying to get into fashion.
Well, that's a very nice and absolutely perfect advice. So, women who are listening out there, you should start doing it, and there is no right time. You should just need to start. So, my final question to you is related to Shopdibz. So, Shopdibz and Freya are in partners and doing hand-to-hand business. So, how this collaboration is helping you?
Very well. I think extremely we are happy. I think the biggest advantage with Shopdibs is the seamless integration of our products which has happened to you, and we have been facing a lot of challenges in other marketplaces in terms of updating catalog, in terms of payments, in terms of returns. I think with your platform, we have hardly got any returns.
Yeah.
We have been experiencing very seamless inventory
Very smooth.
integration,
Very smooth.
and I think so far we have never used any complaint about payments. So I think Shopdiz as a brand or a marketplace is, I feel, is much more professional than the bigger names.
Yeah.
So there's a great opportunity for you guys also to grow big time. because it seems your process and controls are very, very tight.
Thank you so much for these nice words. And that's bring us to the end of today's episode of Shopdibz Spotlight. A huge thank you to Dr. Dharmesh Shah sir and Vibha ma'am for sharing Freya's inspiring journey with us. Remember, you can find Freya brand and amazing other Indian brands on shopdibs.com. Until next time.
Thank
Thank
you,
you. Thank you,
thank you,
Verkha.
thank you, thank you.